Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. And my love and the lotus love for you all from the Lotus Eco Lodge here in Nubia, my new home. And it is midday, so it is very quiet. Everyone is in siesta or hiding in shade. I went down to the Nile because I was thinking that this is a beautiful moment for all of us to be with the lotus. Yesterday, a beautiful video vlogger on YouTube has asked me how to work with a lotus and how to cut it. And it was very interesting because I was thinking that it is not only about cutting a lotus or working with a lotus. This is as well a phlegmatic process. When I say, okay, I am cutting a lotus, I am I'm doing something with the lotus, I'm working with the lotus, I'm smelling the lotus. Oh, it's like just to be here in this lotus flower blossom Nefertem blossoming. It's just intoxicating. What I would just suggest is that working with a lotus is also working with ourselves, and especially when everything is not really going as well as you think it should go or how it goes. And like, it is very hot here, I am new here, and I am like an elephant in a porcelain house. You all know me, that I'm a pusher, and of course the people here, the indigenous people here, are very, very sensitive. And just yesterday something happened about being in integrity and still be in the spiritual, and then exactly work with the commerce and with the energy exchange. For the people here, it is either rejecting the money or like living like, or really doing business and living business. And again, it is the same fragmentation, because like exactly as this lotus that I just opened, cut for you here. Like this lotus is closing in the night, and then when the light comes in, a few days ago, I have recorded for you some shorts about how they are opening up to the sun. So we know about this mud. We know about these processes of being in joy and being in disalignment. Like I had been very harsh to one of the indigenous here, and when I got that mirrored, I just went to the neighbor to the other side and asked for apology and brought some seeds from the Nima tree that I brought from a farm in Cairo. But he was very clear about that we have totally different frequencies and we have to go two different ways. So how can you accept this? Like, how are you accepting such a reality, such a revelation? Of course, you want to be nice and loving with each of these people who are really doing great work here. And I will not go into that story, because actually I wanted to help that hermit, because he created all of these beautiful teas, and I wanted to help him. I wanted to sell them to my groups and then give him the money. I didn't need any commission or anything. I just wanted to help. But he perceived that as trade, as commerce, and he wanted to be pure, so to speak. So purity, what is it exactly? What purity is, and especially in what spiritual purity is. Like most of the people here are needing money, especially the hippie ones that are doing great work here with the community. So they need money to create, to expand, to grow. So this is this is what I'm trying to show them, that I love money and money loves me. It is exactly like I love this cosmos and the cosmos loves me, and I love the lotus and the lotus loves me. But I can also say inside of that holographic being is that I am the lotus, I am the commerce, I am the spiritual being, I am the one that wants to help, I am the one that rejects money, I am the one that loves money. Like all of these aspects are coming together. And I think what I am, like my partner is saying, okay, you are always the one who is pushing and wanting to, to prove yourself in a new community. Why don't you just, shut up and just listen? And I'm doing that. But I'm also concerned about the people here, and so what I'm trying to propose here, what I'm inquiring into here is, like, there are so many beautiful things happened. They are welcoming me with open arms, and when I get, when I get these feedbacks, what I'm doing is I say, okay, so I get even, retreat even more, listen even more, go 2 or 3, steps back, and and just, just be even more listening and less acting and less bringing in all of my, all of my, all of my visions here. And I am also inquiring, and it is a hard moment for me. Like I am going, oh, so there is one drop of this beautiful water flower, lotus flower is just dropping on my fingers, and it's just like an orgasmic community with the lotus. Actually, when I talk to you, and then like when what I'm trying to explain or actually inquire into here is that it's all accepted, even the pain that I had. Like, of course, we gave each other a hug, and we respect each other in the community. And of course, we will be together in the evenings on one table, because this is where we all gather, the alternatives, the hippies. But of course, we will not be working together or communing together or whatever. So there is a lot of respect on both sides of the equation, but also this pain inside of me of, hey, Ima, yeah, now you have just, just pulled into shit again, and but then can I be very soft with myself? Can I be very, very tender with myself? And this is also the work with the lotus, because the lotus is entering from the mud, from deep mud, the fertile mud. And then the stems build up, and then there is a lot of movements of piercing. And I've worked a lot with, piercing through the surface of the waters towards the light, and then the opening of the flower. Look, it's just, like it's just it's almost like a fire inside. And how do you work with the lotus, inside of the lotus, or how the lotus is working inside of us? Of course, we can work with the flower. We can put that flower into water and drink the lotus. That maybe I will be doing, actually. There is a boat, like the boats are moving all the time here, bringing people back and forth to the mainland. So we have to get used to the boat, or to the motors of boats here, and you have to say hello and goodbye. So the impression of I'm working with, or I am doing something with a plant medicine, or actually, what I'm trying to show you here is that we don't do nothing, actually. We have an intention, like I came here with a deep intention to share with this young woman how to work with a lotus in a video. She asked for that, and with all of you, of course. So there are lots of ways of how you can connect to that beautiful flower at this very moment. So just close your eyes for a moment. And maybe, like I woke up this morning and I was not well. My eyes were not well, just too hot. So I am also very tender with myself as well. So when you close your eyes, you just have a scanning of how you are at this very moment. Okay, and without any judgment, without any, like, yes, this, I don't want this, I want, like, I feel the pain of losing that beautiful hermit at this very moment. I'm sure that there will be a kind of a reunion in some ways, but we have to be very patient here. So, what is it that is happening at this very moment? What is your intention in connecting with the lotus? You can just smell the lotus. This is intention enough. You can be with the lotus. You can be the lotus. Like at this very moment, I'm feeling like, okay, so the lotus can soothing me, can giving me this tenderness. I see a lot of reflections of the sun on the acacia tree. And then there is a very, very slight movement dancing on the leaves. So I can be in this very moment with all of this, with this little pain, okay, with all of these thoughts, Ima, okay, you have done what? Shit. Practically, very easily. But on the other hand, you are able to be here. You have been driven here by a small tuk-tuk, a driver who brought you here in the mid of the heat. So there are so many things to be grateful for. And I'm grateful to my partner, my roommate. I'm grateful to this little kitten, cat, tigre, that is, like being with us, like wanting to be home again. And this is a grandson from Bast, from the goddess Bast, because that kitten was born in the Isis temple. So he is the grandson from the goddess. And he's such a beautiful, we called him Tiger because he has such a beautiful tigress skin. And then here the whole chest is white. So very, very, very beautiful, very graceful. And, like meowing, it's like a baby. So all of these gratitudes, all of these things, and I don't want even to exclude everything that is happening now on this world. Like I don't want to exclude all of these timelines of everything is happening outside of this island, inside of this island, because there are lots of things happening. So I'm not saying exclude problems and world issues and like and ceasefires and all of these all of these conflicts in Sudan and everywhere in this world. No, but with this very moment here and now, what is happening now? Like, can I be in this beautiful moment here and now? And can I be with this little pain of, hey, I used a beautiful friend, or maybe I didn't lose him, but I was harsh on him. Can I be tender on myself when I was so harsh on that boy, Can I be tender with myself? Can you be tender with yourself? Can you be tender with me? Like, can you just take me in your arms, like, because I would love that. I would love you to take me in your arms and like I'm sharing with you from my heart. And in the podcast that we did a few days ago with the Cairo podcast, here is Cairo podcast, a beautiful encounter. Like there is a lot of emerging energy and a lot of love and a lot of energy and a lot of white intention, white heart that is emanating. And I will be tender enough to bring it to that beautiful flower that after a few hours will be closing, so you can dry her, or you can immerse yourself also in the center. Like you can even be closed inside of the center and feel very, very, very like very immersed, very safe, like my little kitten when he is on like on my chest, under my arms. It's so beautiful, the purring. So you can also be very creative with that flower, with your imagination. And where do you want to go? We know about these 5 phases: the primal mud, the seeking light, the luminous ascent. You see when she thrusts through the surface, of the water, and then the radiant blossoming, and then the sacred seeding. So I am seeding this love to you now, me and the lotus, or me as the lotus. I love you. Ima.